Hello. When I came to the U.S. in 1976, I think I was, very alone and lonely during this Christmas break, um, and I was already a fan of Sinatra. So I went to the library to listen to this um, music of Paul Joy. This is a CD of Paul Joy, the musical movie made in late 1950s, I would say. Um, and so I really enjoyed that experience, that all kinds of Rodgers and Hart, great songs in there. And so I vividly remember the like a warm feeling of that I enjoyed American popular music by Rodgers and Hart, and I felt that wow, yeah, I was, really in the U.S. enjoying that particular music was something I would say to me kind of extraordinary experience, and the library was. They have a very nice listening room, and you kind of rent the booth, not the rent. You go into the booth, and you request album. Like, you in the catalog you have lots of albums. Yeah. So I requested, and I kind of a dark room. I listened to it. Like maybe 40 minutes or so. And so that was a very nice memory of mine. And so sooner or later, because I'm a fan of Sinatra, I bought this particular CD, and I was listening to this, and it's a lot of great songs in here. And as a matter of fact, that it has I didn't know what time it was, and there's a small hotel. I could write a book, The Bewitched, The Lady is a Trap, My Funny Valentine. And those are kind of most popular numbers. As a matter of fact, this particular movie musical was loosely based on the stage musical by Rodgers and Hart. But in that stage musical, only like there's a small hotel, and also Bewitched, Bothered, Bewildered, and that's only those two songs in there. But all the other songs like My Funny Valentine and Ladies Trump added to this particular musical. So yesterday I thought maybe I should watch kind of a delightful movies and so forth, and I looked in the Netflix, and I couldn't find anything that interesting, and I went to the Amazon movie site, and cruising around, I found the Paul Joy movies there. So of course I started to watch, and because I'm a fan of Sinatra, it was very nice watching him singing. But as a movie, it was like a little bit disappointing, because the story, the script-wise, it's not like a happy, carefree movies, anything. It's like nightclub business. Sinatra played Joy, who was a nightclub singer, and who formerly worked with Rita Hayworth, who was a stripper in the nightclub. And but now Rita Hayworth married to the very, very rich millionaire person, but this particular husband died, so she's a rich widow now. and so he still struggling to make a living. He visit this the nightclub where Rita was like a fundraising or something there, and he kind of jumped in and kind of coaxed her to join or whatever she did a while ago as a stripper, right? So that particular part, I said, wow, why Sinatra has to do that? Why this particular Joy person has to do that? A kind of a very bad behavior in his part to expose the lady to that kind of a scene there, and then one after the others, I think the movie was very off-putting because he kind of liked this Kim Do-bak character who was like one of the chorus girls there, and but also he was treating her very badly, and he always treat her as oh, I don't know, as not a respectful way, it's very bad. So he is in between those two ladies and jogging, and his behavior is very bad with the ladies and as well as the other people. And so story-wise, it's not that enjoyable. It's not a happy movie at all. He ended up with, breaking up with Little Hayworth, and he was leaving alone, and Kim Do-bak follows him, and that's the ending. And yeah. But I think as a movie, I think this particular movie got nominated for the Academy Award. So, I don't understand 1950s Academy Award. No, not much. I don't trust. But anyway, so the movie was bad, but singing is wonderful there. But even the singing, I think when Sinatra sing, usually in a musical, they dance or they do a conversation, and the scene they burst into singing, right? But this particular movie has always that the Sinatra was holding mic, and as a nightclub singer, he sings the song. So it's always like you're watching his nightclub act, and it's not like the part of the stories or anything. And of course, those words is nothing to do with the musical storyline. It's just song that Rodgers and Hart created, and he was singing. So it is, gosh, if they could write a little bit better script and better story, Paul Joy could be much better, and so that's my few cents today. Just a little bit disappointing watching the movie last night for the first time. Watching movies was the first time that I watched, and but if you are a Sinatra fan, there's lots of good songs there that he sings, and if you are Rodgers and Hart, I think you are delighted to hear those songs there. Kim Do-bak and Rita Hayworth sings also, but that's not their own voice, okay? There's somebody dubbing the singing. But Sinatra, he's a Sinatra. So, okay. I didn't know what time it was then I met you. Oh, what a lovely time it was, how sublime it was too. He's a fool and don't I know it, but a fool can have this charm. I'm in love and don't I show it, like a babe in arms. Love, the same old sad sensation. Lately I've not slept a while, since this hard clean temptation put me on the brink. I'm wired again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, fathered and bewildered am I. Couldn't sleep and wouldn't sleep when love came and told me I shouldn't sleep, bewitched, bothered and bewildered am I. If they asked me, I could write a book about the way you walk and whisper and look. I could write a preface on how we met, so the world would never forget. And the simple secret of the plot is just to tell them that I love you a lot. Then the world discover, as my book ends, how to make two lovers or friends. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable and photographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figures less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? But don't change your hair for me. Note, if you care for me, stay, little Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Too hungry for dinner at 8. I like the theater but never come late. I never bother with people I hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. I don't like crap game with barons and no. Won't go to Harlem and arm in the pose. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girl. This is difficult. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair, life without care. I'm broke, it's oak, hate California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. There's a small hotel with a wishing well. I wish that we would there together. There's a brighter suite, one room bright and neat, complete for us to share together. Looking through the window, you can see a distant steeple, not a sign of people who wants people when the